and welcome to another episode of Northside Now. This is the podcast where we take you on a tour through all of the ministries and the latest happenings around Northside Church to keep you better connected with your church family. My name is Patrick, and with me as always are my co-hosts Glenn Miller and Kevin Bryant.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
What's up? Hey, how about that last episode with the hymns?
The hymnals?
Dude, we've had so many people talking about that. It's like the talk of Northside.
Yeah.
Good.
That
It was fun.
That playlist is over, 3 hours of listening goodness.
3 hours of hymn listening of all different varieties.
Well, and it's good because I think that you picked some very interesting ones, some of which I had never heard. So it's the classic hymns with sometimes a new spin on it or an updated feel to it, or maybe not. Maybe it's all Southern gospel takes on it. But, I found it very fascinating.
Well, it's really interesting of what was out there on Spotify to pull from.
Yeah.
I could have hit several that were just the same album that they had done, but I didn't want to do that.
No, I liked some of your choices there. Some of the different arrangements and artists and stuff I hadn't heard before, so it was really cool.
Yeah, me either.
Now, I didn't hear the Zambia a cappella choir or whatever.
They weren't on there. Even the boys' choir, they're not on Spotify. So I looked, which is, that's sad.
Yeah, I was looking forward to hearing that, actually.
I was very upset about that, actually. So now they don't have a Spotify. Yeah, go to Spotify and you can check that out. It was a lot of fun doing that. I think we've talked about a Christmas one.
I think we should.
So you will probably hear that coming. But speaking about holidays, October is full of holidays. What do y'all participate on all these social media, Daughter Day, Sunday?
I do not.
National Gorilla Day.
Probably to the chagrin of my kids, but no, I don't.
But it seems like there's 2 or 3 kid days a year to me. It's like there's 2 daughter days, and maybe there's not. Maybe it comes around that fast. So October monthly celebrations. Listen to some of this that we celebrate. I guess my question for y'all is getting to we've gone too far.
Yes.
So the October is Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, American Cheese Month, American Pharmacist Month, Applejack Month, Awareness Month. We have an awareness about awareness. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which a lot of people know that.
Right.
It's Clergy Appreciation Month, which we just had here at Northside.
Thank you, clergy.
Thank you, clergy. Does everybody get a little collar?
Yeah.
For Clergy Appreciation. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit. But Computer Learning Month, Cookie Month, Domestic Violence Awareness Month, Eat Country Ham Month.
County ham.
Wait.
County
the
ham
entire
would be
month.
good too.
Entire month, Eat Country Ham Month.
Okay.
International Drum Month, National Pizza Month, National Popcorn Poppin' Month, National Vegetarian Month, National Popcorn Popping Month. That's on there. It's poppin' and then popping. It's both.
Ways to get popcorn in there twice.
Sarcastic Month and Seafood Month.
Okay.
And listen to this. Week 1 is Get Organized Week. It's also Customer Service Week. Week 2 is Fire Protection Week. Week 2 is also Pet Peeve Week, which I'm finding I might have a new pet peeve. Then it's the 14th through the 20th is Earth Sciences Week. And week 3 is Pastoral Care Week.
Oh, that's cool. You want to go day by day?
I don't want to do them all.
It's
ridiculous.
I have an app on my phone that's called Holiday Today, and it just breaks down each day and talks about what that day is. Like October 9th has 10 different things just on October 9th. October 9th is 10 different thing day. Like it is Leif Erikson Day, National Chess Day, Curious Events Day, Moldy Cheese Day. And it's just like there's 10 of and every day is something different.
So I'm going to ask the obvious question.
Okay.
With so many particular days, celebrations, etc., don't you lose a bit of the juice of each one of them?
Oh, 100%. Yes. If everything's special, nothing's special.
Yeah, exactly. So when we started this, which I'd be interested to know when this first
that's a good
celebration would be, but has it gotten out of control? I mean, it feels like yes.
I don't know. October 11th is Sausage Pizza Day, so I can get behind.
What
that
about
one.
Hawaiian Pizza Day? There needs to be
I'm
a
sure it's in there
celebration for
somewhere.
that.
It's also Take Your Teddy Bear to Work Day, the second Wednesday of the month.
Oh, October 11th is also Pet Obesity Awareness Day.
What?
So this is just a further example of how our whole world is just ADHD right now.
Basically.
This Be Bald and Free Day is October 14th.
You bald.
Yeah, it is. Bald and Free Day. It's also Grover's birthday.
Well, now that one is important.
All right, so October 15th, this has to be explained to me. It's White Cane Safety Day. What
don't
is
know what that
white
is.
cane?
Oh, like for blind folks?
I guess.
It's usually black and white, right?
Yeah, or red and white. I thought it
Red-
was
red and white,
striped.
yeah.
I thought it was kind of
I've
striped.
seen,
know.
stripy ones.
October 16th is Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day.
Ooh,
Get rid of all those icons on your desktop.
you two are in trouble on October 18th.
What's happening then?
Well, number one, it's really, I like this.
Something against beards, I bet.
Oh.
It is No Beard Day.
It is.
But it's also National Meatloaf Appreciation Day.
So No Shave November is now, they have the day in November where you actually do need to shave.
October.
Oh,
you
oh,
shave
October,
in October,
Yeah.
then in November you
We're
grow
still
it
in
back.
We're still in October. This is
Oh my goodness gracious.
This is just some of the
October 19th
craziest.
is National Evaluate Your Life Day.
I like this the month. It's the month of sarcasm, or is that a week or a day?
Yeah. So on the 21st is National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. But
Ooh.
did you see on the socials, Kevin, where
Yes.
our guide over here got into the pumpkin spice
He's drunk
already?
the Kool-Aid,
I
as they
did.
say.
He is.
It's not really fall until I get my pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
goodness.
Get ready. He's going to start calling in sick next month so he can stay home and watch Christmas Hallmark movies.
Why do you think I'm wearing a scarf in my Uggs today?
That's a good one.
October 21st is also Count Your Buttons Day.
What?
Count Your Buttons Day?
Why do I need to count my buttons?
I don't know. It's also Rich Mullins Day.
Oh, is that when he died or was
I don't know.
Was that when he did Awesome God? October 23rd is National Mole Day. So
Mole, as in like the things that dig in the ground,
MOLE.
Yeah.
So what
or
is
what's
that?
on your face
That's
or
a
back,
great
I don't
question.
know. It's also National Croc Day, so you got to wear your Crocs.
or it could be like a cheese crock or a crock for sauerkraut.
No, I'm going with the shoe.
Yeah, it probably is.
So
It's a marketing holiday.
October 27th is Frankenstein Friday.
So you need to cut off a body part and give it to someone else.
And throw a bolt in your neck, I guess.
Ooh, that's also National Breadstick Day. I can go to Olive Garden, get me some endless
All right,
breadsticks.
so
Yes.
this is what I'm talking about. So that was on the 27th. Now the 29th is National Frankenstein Day.
Yeah.
So this is
Oh, yeah.
the 30th is National Candy Corn Day. Do y'all like candy corn?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
It's got honey in it.
Yeah.
October 30th is National Candy Corn Day, but it's also Sugar Addiction Awareness Day.
Goodness. Y'all, I don't know. I'm embarrassed. You know, we have coming up in a couple of weeks, Emmanuel Puce is going to be here from Tanzania. And tons of have been to Tanzania, know Emmanuel well. And Emmanuel watches our church service every week, and he doesn't miss. You know, and he talks in the chat quite a bit and stuff. So several of us know him or feel like he's going to be coming to the United States for the very first time ever, just like right here in the decorated time for
Halloween.
I'm going to interview Emmanuel. We're going to have him on the podcast here in a couple weeks.
Ask
But
him about that.
But do they celebrate Halloween over there? I didn't think so. This is going to be culture shock.
Just think about that.
And if you think about it, it could have a really strong impression of demonic
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Which
The United States has lost its way.
Could you imagine, though, just coming to a place like that? I mean, for the first time. And I've heard the whole thing is like, what would you tell an alien if they landed about Jesus?
Yes.
You know, I've heard that whole thing over the years, but this will be pretty close, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should ask that and see what his take is on it. It'd be fascinating.
So all these holidays, it's just, ugh. I wonder who's left out. Is there a national left off the list day?
I don't think there's a National Patrick Day. Well, actually, there probably is. It's
St.
not
Patty's
specific
Day.
for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, that's a specific.
March
That's not me.
17th.
I've been
Oh,
told.
celebrate Patrick Methenia Day.
Yeah, that's what celebrate
you
me
could,
day.
You could probably. What does it take to get something on this list? You have to have a certain number of signers on a petition or something.
I don't know. It can't be that hard.
I know. With so many, it's just fascinating. I guess I just didn't realize there were that many.
Yes, we just need to create our own days. It's National Create Your Own Day Day.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what? That's probably on there somewhere.
Oh, my goodness. But one of these on here was Clergy Appreciation Month.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so October's been that for a good while. And, I think it's funny they put that with Halloween in the same month. That's interesting. Why is that not in Easter or something?
It was full.
Maybe it's too busy.
Yeah.
They didn't have time to rest. So is this where you're supposed to give them a break before you get into the holidays?
Right, I don't know.
And it's so busy with Thanksgiving and Christmas and
No, I think they're
all
just
of
trying
that.
to offset the demonic powers of Halloween.
Okay.
with-
All right. So
well, it's like
Balance the scales.
yeah. Well, how they say with Christmas, we just kind of took a bunch of pagan traditions and made them, be more Christmas rather than the pagan holidays. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to take the Halloween stuff and make it pastor appreciation instead.
Put a little more shine on it.
Yeah, there you go.
So I don't know. I just am speechless a little bit over all these national days and these days that just pop up on the socials, and people just automatically feel like they have to start posting pictures. I've done it. On National Daughters Day, I put Happy National Day of whatever to my daughters because I started laughing about all that. So,
Well, it is interesting the way that social media feeds into it now. I would imagine possibly it's a furthering of the fire of FOMO.
Sure,
If you don't
completely.
post a picture of your daughter, then you're not really being included. That's just an example. I don't know. I mean, what does that mean? What does it say about us as a culture? Does it matter? Is it just a fun little thing that we can do? I mean, obviously, some of those things on there are causes or things that deserve attention.
exactly.
But when you have so many things to focus on, it seems like you lose that attention. So it's like a backfiring of what they're intended to be, maybe, in some of them. Some of them are just fun, National Donut Day or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know.
the only one I really remember besides Halloween from October, which was a long-term one, was Fire Prevention Month.
Mm-hmm.
And the fire trucks would always come and they talk about smoke alarms and don't be afraid of the firemen dressed if they have to come into your house. They're all dressed in those, the big suits and masks and all that. Don't be afraid of them. Go to them. Don't run from them. That kind of stuff as a kid, but this is all new.
Yeah, it feels new to me too. I'm not sure.
We sure didn't do any of the rest of them. I mean, at this point, we were getting ready to watch Charlie Brown in The Great Pumpkin and, worried about if we were going to be an Indian or a pilgrim when it got around to Thanksgiving, Which one's the teacher going to make me be this year?
Right, right.
So, I don't know. That's a lot of celebrating. I guess it's fun. They used to mention them on, what's it, Shirley and on 102, the morning show?
Oh, yeah.
Bob and
Sherry.
Bob and
Sherry. Yeah, they do this calendar of the day, so I guess it's important. But we do want to say thank you to our clergy who have served us so well. It's funny talking about phones. The phone, the cell phone, has changed clergy's life. I know it has a lot of professions, but there is no more really kind of being at the office and receiving calls or being at the parsonage and receiving calls. Now we don't get that many calls at the church very often because everybody has your cell phone number and just calls or texts whenever. So it has changed the game for the clergy as far as, serving people. That's what they do. They're called to do that. They're excited and enjoy doing that. But we kind of like for them to always be available to us no matter what. So that's changed the game on being a clergy in that sense.
One, the thing that this congregation used to be a real big focus, I don't know that it isn't now, but I just don't hear it as much, that we're all ministers.
Yeah.
And so the larger a church family gets, the staff cannot be the pastoral care, the visiting, the community builders with everybody like they used to. They can't make house calls for everyone that needs it. And so I've always felt like it's up to us as a family to do that. There's various ones of us that are called, I believe, to do that.
Yeah.
That have the skills of hospitality and empathy and things that are needed when you need to go visit someone. And there are groups like that in our family here that do some of those things, but that's a responsibility for all of us as members of the family to do that too, I think.
If I was you, Kevin, I wouldn't show this list to my wife. And about once a week, I'd say, "Hey, Lori, it's National Cinnamon Roll Day.
Yeah.
I think we need to celebrate." Because she makes really good cinnamon rolls.
She does.
Really good.
Yeah.
She could put Cinnabon out of work. Well, we just wanted to jump on today and just chat with this and say thank you to our clergy and thank y'all for the hymn suggestions and songs, and that was wonderful. Because the hymn went on for a while, we didn't do a lot of announcements and things that are coming up soon, and so we wanted to jump back on here and knock these out real quick. And so Patrick, what do we got coming in the midst of all these celebrations we got to do?
Yeah. I'll leave those off this time.
Oh, okay.
Well, you mentioned Emmanuel coming from Gamasara. He's actually going to be at the church next Wednesday, the 18th, and he's going to speak in the chapel at 6:15. So you really don't want to miss that. That'll be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then the Women's Emmaus retreat kicks off on the 19th, and that'll go for that weekend. You may want to talk a little bit more about this. We're kicking off the capital campaign the 22nd that morning at church, but in the afternoon, Glenn's got a special event for us all. You want to talk about that?
We're going to the Middle
Fork
Bottoms.
Middle Bottom
Park.
Forks.
Middle Fork Bottoms Park.
I cannot say that right.
I know.
Trust me. So we're going there. Recreation, we have all these different plans and ideas and stuff. And, now that I'm doing that full time, along with missions and outreach, we just wanted to get started with some stuff. Hiking and stuff like that. It's really so we start off simple, easy, local, and invite anybody that wants to just go for a nice stroll, because since the weather's turning, it's actually fallish again. We can go for a nice stroll somewhere close by. It's easy walking, and just invite anybody that wants to come from 2 to 4. Come bring everybody with you, and let's just have a good time. And
yeah, we're calling it a day hike. Because, and the longest loop is what, 5 miles? But for the most part, they're paved tracks. There's not a whole lot of hills, so it's not too hard to walk.
And you can check out the new state park in our area. Right. I know there's a lot of people from our church that have been out there, too.
I went out for the first time a couple of weeks ago just to check it out, and yeah, it's nice.
Cool.
So,
yeah, that's good.
Then on the 29th, it's Fall Fest, y'all.
Yeah!
That's going to be exciting. We got trunk or treat. We're going to have games. We're going to have all sorts of fun stuff. If you want to help volunteer with any of that stuff, contact Miranda or Glenn.
Yeah, I'll have you contact Miranda.
No, it's Glenn.
Yeah, no, you can talk to either one of us.
And we're also needing candy donations to help supply the trunks. So if you want to bring candy up here to the church, you can leave it at the office, or you can put it in the mission bin in the hallway outside the conference room. The week of November the 6th is Northside's week to volunteer at RIFA. Starting on the 22nd, it might show up sooner than that. We're going to have a sign up in the narthex at the church. So if you want to help serve, there's 2 different shifts. There's a shift from 8:30 to 10:30 in the mornings preparing the food, and then a shift from 10:30 to 1 p.m. to serve the food and clean up. If you have any questions about that, you can contact Renee Laster.
Now, this is for the soup kitchen.
This is for the soup kitchen at
warehouse.
Yeah, this is the volunteering for the RIFA soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, November 6th through the 10th.
Yeah, if you've never done this, I highly encourage it.
Yes.
Not only are you getting to help other people, but you get to interact with the homeless population of Jackson, which is a thing pretty much anywhere there are people.
Yeah.
You have folks that are homeless, and so it's worth doing for sure.
And I think on one of those days, the staff is going to go and help. So
Okay, cool.
So that will be a fun thing. Then maybe you can come work with the staff. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Also, that week, November 9th, Glenn, you may want to talk a little bit about this. We're going to have a drone class at 6:30 on the 9th.
Yeah, the drones that, those big, cool military drones that you don't know.
The ones that shoot the missiles.
Yeah, we're going to get you. No, this is
6 propellers and
yeah, if you've seen the little drones, the little 4-bladed drones that they're easy to fly, a lot better than like a remote control airplane or a helicopter, which I've flown are really hard. But they're fun, and they have, great cameras and stuff. So there is a recreational certification you can get. That's free, and the class is free. Josh Mobley is going to be teaching the class. He's done this a few times and has a passion for it. And so we're going to have it on the 9th in Hope Hall at 6:30, I believe, to just people that are interested. And then that next Sunday, we're going to have a flight day where we are going to go out to someone's land. We don't have that 100% set yet. And then we'll all practice flying. It's just for fun. If you're, want to do a recreational, or if you're interested, you think, hey, maybe I want to do this kind of flying. Maybe I want to make some money on the side or something like that. There's other things you can do in order to get to that stage, but we'll talk about that in the class as well. It's a lot of fun. You get to learn a lot. Man, there's a lot to it too. Who knew what I was going on with that? Plus, you'll find out about these really cool apps you can download that are some of the same apps that pilots use. And you're like, you get really good weather and just different stuff that's going on around you. So there's a lot of neatness. So if you're into that thing, on the recreation page, I believe there's a place to sign up. Or you see the flyers, you can hit the QR code.
Yeah.
Come check it out. It's something different, new again. One of those things we were doing from recreation. So
yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm going to sign up.
Yeah.
Then, also that week, November 10th through the 12th, the youth group is having their junior high, senior high fall retreat to Lakeshore. It's called This Is Me. They're going to leave the church about 4:30 on the 10th and come back about lunchtime on that Sunday, the 12th. So if you are a junior or a senior high, or you have a junior or senior high child and would like for them to participate, you can sign them up on the app, the website. You can contact Andrew. I know Andrew's also needing some chaperones for that. So if you want to help chaperone that trip to Lakeshore, contact Andrew.
Ought to be really beautiful that weekend because the leaves changing and stuff. Ought to be about peak about that time. Yeah. That would be cool.
You can find more information on that on our events page on the website.
And just a reminder, Andrew talked when he was here with us last that he's open to any age volunteers and actually encourages folks that are a little bit older to participate there too. So if you have the urge to get involved with the youth ministry, that would be a great time to jump on in.
Yep.
Yeah. Then also on November the 12th is the Grief Share Surviving the Holidays. That's going to be from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in room 302.
Is that a one-time event, or is that just a part of the Grief Share system? Do you know?
To my understanding, it's a one-time event.
Okay.
I think we used to call it like Blue Christmas.
It was called like Blue Christmas, or it's been called a few different things, but this one is the Grief Share Surviving the Holidays.
Yeah.
Then on the 14th of November is the Joy Group. That'll be at 11 o'clock a.m. in Hope Hall. John Button is going to be speaking and talking about El Idante that day. So come hear that. That'll be good. Eat some good food. And then November the 19th, Thanksgiving breakfast.
Whoop, whoop.
Best Sunday of the year.
Is that National Fruit, what do they call it? Fruit
Compote
Day?
Oh, I don't know.
Warm fruit compote.
You know, let's see. What is
that National Warm Fruit Compote
It's the National Northside Breakfast
Day. Let's see. November, what
I
do we
bet
say?
Fruit
19th?
Compote doesn't have its own day.
I bet it does.
I don't know. I'm gonna
Look it up.
November the 19th is World Toilet Day. All right.
That comes later.
Yeah, that comes later. Anyways, let's get back to the important stuff. Thanksgiving breakfast on the 19th. We're going to have breakfast. Sorry. What?
March 1st, 2024
Is Fruit Compote Day.
National Fruit Compote Day.
I told you.
Wow. Now we have crossed the line.
We've got a day for everything.
Oh, my goodness.
As I was saying, the breakfast will start at 8:30 in the morning, and then we will have one service at 10 o'clock in the sanctuary. So come get some breakfast at 8:30 in Hope Hall / the gym, because I think the serving lines are going to be in the gym, and we're going to eat in Hope Hall. And then we're all going to migrate down to the sanctuary and have a service at 10 o'clock. You don't want to miss that. Then we're getting into December stuff. On December the 3rd, we're going to have Jingle Jam. I think that's going to be about 6 o'clock. So get your ugly Christmas sweaters ready and get ready to come have a Christmas party at the church.
I'm so ready. I already have my outfit.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Then the next week, on the 10th, we will have our children's Christmas program, which still don't have a lot of details about that, but go ahead and mark your calendar because that's when it's going to happen. And then on December the 12th is Joy Group time again. That's going to be the Christmas luncheon, and Jared Heldenbrand and the USJ Choir are going to come sing some Christmas songs for them and stuff. So, yeah, be the entertainment. That'll be good. The next weekend is the Christmas Cantata weekend. So on that Saturday, the 16th, there's going to be a performance of the Christmas Cantata in the sanctuary at 7 o'clock p.m. And then Sunday morning, the 17th, we're just going to have one service at 10 o'clock. And that'll be a performance of the cantata. And we will have Sunday school at 9 o'clock. And then the cantata at 10 o'clock, yeah. And then the next weekend, it's Christmas Eve. We're going to have one service in the morning in Hope Hall at 10 a.m. And then we're going to have our regular Christmas Eve services in the sanctuary at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock p.m. There will not be any Sunday school that day. And then the next week is New Year's Eve. That is also going to be one service at 10 o'clock a.m. in the sanctuary. No Sunday school that day either. And I think that gets us through the end of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's less than 90 days now till Christmas.
I know. I hadn't even started my Christmas shopping yet.
Me either.
Hard to believe.
I know.
Well, if you survive all the special days between now and Christmas, you can get there.
Yeah.
There's probably a national Go Christmas Shopping Day or else.
Yeah, we've probably passed that already, though. I don't know. November 22nd is Start Your Own Country Day.
We're out of control.
I think so.
Well, guys, thanks for podcasting with me. Thanks to all of you out there in the world for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from us, you can follow us on Instagram at Northside Now Podcast. Go to our website, northsidejackson.com, or email us at podcast@northsidejackson.com. We hope to hear from you soon. Once again, this is Patrick.
This is Glenn.
I'm Kevin.
And that's what's happening at Northside Now.
Ciao.